I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Good day, good evening, hello everyone. It's Transformer MTG here with some standard best of 3 gameplay on Magic Arena. Now I've played a little bit, finally managed to get out of the doldrums that were platinum into diamond, which is a nice wee change. Have gone back to a little bit more of a creature heavy, less control-y, less spell slingy kind of Rakdos pile, which seems to be doing me at least a little bit of good at the moment. You know, nice wee win streak into the bottom of diamond. So pray tell that continues. Here we've got keeping a hand with a 2, a 3, a 4, you know, some pretty good stuff. Then the Abandoned Air Temple, I think it's certainly good enough to keep on top, especially when I do have a couple of basics. I play a tapped land and nothing else on theirs. So here I'm just going to leave mana up for either a frontline rush, maybe a Boros charm, although I doubt it's going to be the charm. Probably frontline rush and then turn 3 evangelist into turn 4 either Legend of Roku or whatever else I might have drawn by then. I mean, the goal, hopefully, I mean, I'm running out of time to go all the way back to Mythic again, but, you know, it would be nice if that was the way that I went about things. They're going to boomerang basics. Yep, sounds about right. And replay the talent. Nope. Oh, maybe they replay the talent with one other thing. No, abandoned attachments. Okay, we'll resolve all. We'll probably go to frontline rush at on their attacks as block with a 1/1. I think that's going to be better than taking 3 at this point. We'll go create a couple of goblins. Throw one of them in front. I was hoping that I might be able to trade, but that is fine that I wasn't able to. We'll go Sanguine Evangelist. And we'll attack with the goblin. They're probably going to be, you know, triple spelling this next turn, so I might just block with a bat. Could potentially look at just taking whatever damage comes. There is also an awful lot of removal in this Is It Lessons deck. So wouldn't be too surprised if I saw something else going on. I'll show you my sideboard and what changes I've made to it, as well as potentially the main deck just in the break between these couple of games. What's a Grand? Okay. That's nice for them. And a Storm Chaser's talent, maybe they've got another abandoned attachments, or maybe it's a kill spell. Maybe 1 to everything. No, it's going to basic sit and play another one. Alright, so I brought out all of the board wipes, just because I was finding that I was clogging my hand with a little bit too much going into matchups that weren't really that adequate for it. The Evangelist dying there is a little bit frustrating. I would block the 4 with a bat at this point now. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything spectacular. Here I might actually just go for a War Leader's Call into a Grease Wrench, just so the Grand doesn't want to attack and do some looting. Not that I think that's going to be an awfully big deal. I think he'd set up a potential attack with Abandoned Air Temple next turn. There's the Monument. Wondering how long it's going to take to see the first one. I imagine there may be some removal. Yep, 5 Bending Lesson on the Goblin. Cool. And an Ancestral Recall. Oh, and another land that's going to remove another. No, and attachments. Okay. These guys are ginormous. Going to create a treasure. No, draw a card. Okay. I think they might create a treasure, another Storm Chaser's talent. I think block one of them. I'm not too keen on blocking both, because it leaves me super open, but also not too keen on taking 10. Here, I think we do just with Legend of Roku, see what we can dig for. Land, Inspector, and land. Everything Inspector here is not too bad. Another body on the board. Although I don't think I'm going to be winning this game at this point. They've gotten so far ahead at this stage. And the more things they put on the board, the less likely it is. Another talent. Yeah, so much mana to just cast basically as many spells as they want. They can bring... They don't have one of the Iros thingies. One that deals 1 damage. I was thinking they could potentially look to do a bunch of damage over multiple turns. Because I don't actually have any good wipes here. It's going to bring back the... Ooh, the boomerang basics. I thought they'd bring back an ancestral. Here I'm going to just block into one of them. They can pick probably the inspector they'll end up killing, but they can only kill one. No, kill the flyer. Okay. 1 mana of any colour. I guess I'll do a white. We'll surveil. See what we've got on the top. Get Lost is actually okay because I'll crack the clue for it. So here I do have a Get Lost and a Boros Charm up on my turn, which means I think the idea is I'll when they try and boomerang basics Storm Chaser's talent, I will kill that Storm Chaser's talent. But I'm not so convinced about that. Office Inspector. Cool, we're going to go give all of my permanents indestructible. Gives me a nice block as well. And if they want to remove my token with the boomerang basics, that's fine. I think I still die to that, although I can just wait for them to go spell, 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 and then get lost. Cool. I mean, also if they make me lose 3 life, I think that's going to be pretty dangerous. No, going to draw another card. I mean, I've got all the mana in the world to work with. I mean, yeah, this is going to flip. Cool. Resolve all. And if I've got sort of 1 more discard, or 2 more spells. So I think this is probably it. Yep, it sure is, because they're going to go 3 damage as well. Even if I kill one of them, I'll take 11 and up to 14. So I mean, here we are looking at probably, yeah, Ultimas, Pinnacle Star Cages, Needleheads. Actually, 3 Soul Guides and 2 High Noons. We're going, this is sort of heavy sideboard. Don't need to do anything else because things entering doesn't matter. Go return to sideboard. We will get rid of, let's see, 1, probably 2 of those. 1 of the Innocences. Go, I mean, Needlehead's really nice. Frontline Rush, probably not going to do much. Boros Charm, I don't think is... actually, no, indestructibility is kind of nice. Go 1 of each of the 1-drops. Get rid of an Evangelist as well. 1 Legend of Roku. And 1 more card. We'll probably get rid of the United Front in that stage. You still want to, again, you're super heavy sideboard. Don't really mind about cutting 1 of each of these. Having 1 of them is fine. Yeah, I mean, War Leader's Call is not really going to be my win condition, I think, in this game. It's going to be kind of attritional. Maybe get up a Needlehead, a High Noon, attack in with Voice of Victories, be able to blow up some of their things, and potentially Roku. Sort of have the game go on long enough. I think that is a little bit of the problem. I could have bought out the Aang's Iceberg, but I do like that for getting rid of the monuments pretty early on if it gets pretty big. I'm reasonably happy that you're finally out of platinum. It was definitely a bit of a grind, but I think going back to, yeah, again, sort of just pivoting back to having more creatures on board and just sideboarding a lot more of the board wipes, because I was finding that it wasn't really doing me any justice. Here I go first. I think I can play, yeah, like a turn 1 Foundry and turn 2 Parlor. I think I'll play the Grease Wrench Goblin first over the Novice Inspector, so we'll go pay 2 life, a little bit more damage on the board. If they want to deal with that turn 1, they can. Don't really want to be attacking into a Storm Chaser's talent token though, but chances are, yep, these decks always have 1. Parlor first. don't think I need a 5th land at this point when I got the 2 white. We'll attack here, see if they want the trade. And I'll play another Greasewrench Goblin. I mean, Starcage here is a little bit iffy because I've got all of these 1-drops as well, but if they start doing some shenanigans, getting as many tokens as they did last game, I think it's definitely a decent spot to have it out, although Ultimate is really nice to get rid of the monuments. Nothing really helps with the Artist Talents, other than the other 6 bits of artifact removal. Actually, I'm just going to take this trade. I think life is going to be a pretty high priority, so we're going to drop the Novice Inspector, so I'm able to make a token. Don't really want to discard 2 cards at this point, especially when I can go up to 4, up to 5, and then see what I might want to loot next turn, or rummage next turn. With the Greasewrench Goblin, expecting there to be some bouncing going on here. But of course, oof, that was a nice yawn. Played a bunch of Pauper today at the local game store. A lot of fun. Won my first game and then went lost 1 to 2 in the next one. So here, where the Inspiring Vantage is really nice to be able to just bin. Although the Voice of Victory feels like it's a good shot as well. If they want to play something, I have to do it now. If they got removal for it, can wait for my turn, and I think that's okay. Since I can't cast spells on my turn, I'll see if they want the Grand trade. I doubt they do. I can double block the Grand. I'm expecting the Voice of Victory to die next turn. It'd be nice if I had a Boros Charm to keep it alive. Oh, they're taking 2 for the passage. What have they got it for then? Or what sequence are they going to be going for? Okay, Ira's Demonstration. Don't quite know why they shocked in the passage at this stage. Maybe they have double boomerangs? No, they maybe wanted to keep it instant. Okay. Or maybe keep it Quench for my turn? Oh no. Okay. Just doing a bunch of looting. What in the world is that? Oh, it's just a negate. That makes sense. Probably will be holding up counter magic for my turn. Maybe a negate for my turn, just in case. Oh, another land's not really what I wanted, so I will actually here activate the Greasewrench, just to at least get the ability going. Let's go. Do I want a 3rd white source with the Foundry? No, I'll discard those to keep the basic. Oh, another 2 lands. Glorious, that's exactly what I was after. And attack with the Greasewrench Goblin, probably expecting it to get... Oh, not actually much they would be able to do with 2 blue mana. You can always get the negate back or the accumulate wisdom back. Let's see, yeah, here's the firebending lesson. Glad I got the use out of it. If they do look at tapping out a little bit more than the braid, ooh, for the Pinnacle Starcage, that's kind of nice. The Monument, they've only got the 1 mana up, but Grand is online, so they're not looting either. Well, they're not rummaging, they will loot. And, yeah, treasure. Gonna kill the Novice Inspector, maybe? They are low, but I've been drawing duds. I mean, I've discarded 2 lands. Oh, Boros Charm is actually kind of nice. So we'll go Mountain. No attacks past the turn. Still want a Stark Age here because it only gets rid of the Grand and the Novice Inspector. I mean, the Grand's really handy to get rid of, but if they attack with it, which, I mean, I doubt they will. What are they bringing back? Accumulate Wisdom. That makes a lot of sense. Pass to attacks. Fantastic. I mean, I hope. I mean, they're going to be making treasures, which means they will be able to do some things here. But even if they do try and kill things, I've got the Boros Charm to potentially deal. Maybe one treasure, two treasures. Okay, we'll resolve all there. Wisdom is at instant speed as well. Let's see what they've got. If I've got another bit of removal here as well. Because I've only got the Accumulate Wisdom, they can't do anything with it. And I think getting rid of the Grand's kind of nice. That could have a counter spell. Nope, they're just going to Accumulate Wisdom. Right. And they can't make any mana. Might draw cards though. Or make me lose life. Okay, it takes 6. They draw a fresh 3. But I block the Grand. And draw. Okay. Yeah, an Ultima would be really nice to draw about now. Let's get rid of both the monuments. I'd be more than happy to trade what I have for 2 monuments of endurance. Oh, they do have another land. Okay, so let's play the Vantage, and I think we're just going to try and get rid of that Artist Talent now. Oh, they don't have a counterspell. That is nice to know. We will go into attacks. They don't have anything they can cast at instant speed. That's a bit surprising. So this essentially just cuts their mana in half. Oh, here, if they go wild with some Storm Chasing, then I think that's my cue to try and get a Pinnacle Starcage online. What are they going to bring back? Accumulated Wisdom, maybe? Yep, Accumulated Wisdom. At least it costs 2 this time, which means I'm not able to quite pop it off right now. Hanging in this one a lot better than the first game. I mean, I'm still very much in a position where I do not believe that I am going to be winning. But let's go sacrifice my token to get a draw in. I reckon Needlehead's kind of quite a good draw here. We'll go Needlehead. And Greaserent Goblin, keeping up mana for Fountain Court. Or to make the Goblin bigger there. Oh, they're going to block? Right. I suppose they are looking for an answer come the beginning of next turn. Cool, so they're not going to be drawing with that. They still could have killed the Needlehead though. There's removals in their graveyard. 3 combustion techniques, Iris Demand. Oh, there's another Grand. That's not what you like to see. It means they can do a little bit more here. Let's see. Draw and discard. I mean, again, they're getting to a point where because they're drawing, the Needlehead is going to keep triggering. Why didn't... Yeah, there we go. And they're going to draw another 2 cards, because taking number 2, which is putting them in a little bit of a spot of bother. I'm actually going to make another token end of turn here. Because they're out of mana. They've got a discard. Oh, they'll make treasures because, okay, yep. Or make me lose life. Cool. Fantastic. High Noon into killing them. They I managed to sneak that one out. I don't think the Doorkeeper Thrall is going to do much, and the Clarion Conqueror is not going to do much either. I mean, just looking at everything they've got in their deck, none of it's going to help. I mean, yeah, me making their map tokens, but everything else of theirs is a triggered ability. I think we can just sort of run this back again. I think I've got enough answers to potentially get through, depending on what their draws are like. And I don't even think that was the best draw for me either. I don't think I can keep this 5 lands and a Novice Inspector. I can do better than that. Or 2 lands, sure, keep 6. Put a Get Lost to the bottom. I do have the Soul Guide, which is very, very tasty. Can eat their graveyard, try and do some good things. Oh, that's actually really nice, because it means I can play the Air Temple untapped. Do have a blocker for their Otter. Abandoned Attachments, let's see what they discard. Oh, Keller, Abandoned Attachments, not going to block here. Now I've got options on this turn, because I could Soul Guide to get rid of the Abandoned Attachments. Chances are they're not going to be going super off next turn with Grand, so I'm actually going to wait until I can make a double play. So I'd play the Soul Guide and either hide up and hold up and get lost, or cracking my Clue token. Probably not going to block here again. Yeah, Grand. What's going to be? Do they have a land? No. Third land drop. That's a really nice sign for me. I'm going to go Soul Guide Lantern, get rid of the Abandoned Attachments, and have the option to pop it if Grand looks like she's going to be getting more online. I can't cast spells during my turn, so I'll attack with the Voice of Victory. They'll probably just, yeah, chump one of the tokens or chump the Voice. They cannot kill the Voice, especially because they can't cast on my turn, which looks like it's making a bit of a difference. I could, alright, they take all of it. That's fine by me, I think. Happy to chump with the Novice Inspector. Got a Get Lost up, and if they do not much, then I can just pop a Clue. Cool, they're going to get a Prowess trigger. They're going to take 1, I mean, yeah. 2 mana to draw 1. Heck of a lot better than an Ancestral Recall. Here they're going to draw and discard. Discard and annul. Interesting. So past blocks. Block the Grand. They're going to take 2 here. They got a land drop. They drew into another land drop. That's nice. They're going to try and bounce the Storm Chaser's talent, maybe? Cool. I'm going to draw my Clue. Here I've got a couple of options with the Aang's Iceberg as well, in terms of what I want to try and use it on. Could use it on the Storm Chaser's talent, could use it on the Grand, but I think I've got an answer for the Grand. Not really too keen. Oh, another Soul Guide. Okay, that's kind of tasty, because even if they want to kill it, I'm just going to keep getting rid of their lessons. Because now I've got a backup, so if they kill one of them, I've still got something I can do. And I'm just going to attack in with the Inspector this time. Leave the Voice Victory up. Not going to play the other Novice Inspector, because I want to see, particularly if they play a Monument or Endurance, the Iceberg is going to be a better answer to it. See, oh, Monument, there we go. Dissolve. And that is exactly why I kept the 3 mana up instead of they're gonna loot with Grand. Cool. I'll take 1, I'll block the Otter. Actually, because they could have a Firebending lesson, so I'm actually just gonna take declare no blocks. If they did have a firebending lesson, I blocked either of them, then they could kill the Voice of Victory. My turn. Ooh, Ultimate is a nice kind of draw here, especially if they get a little bit overboard with things. I'll attack with a Voice of Victory, get that damage through. Not going to sacrifice a token to counterport. I think keeping mana open for their turn is really important here. Combustion Technique. Yep. Resolve Prowess. They will kill. Yep. That's okay. So here I'm going to crack a Soul Guide, I think, on their next spell. Yeah, we'll crack one of the Soul Guides here. Because they are starting to get a little bit closer to Grand being online. Firebending Lesson. Cool, that's okay. It's going to go to 3, but it's going to exile straight away. Pass to attacks. Yeah, I'm going to resolve there. What are they going to discard? What I might look to do here is potentially crack the Aang's Iceberg. And block the token. Actually, if I crack the clue, I'm not able to do it. I should have done that. I crack the clue and then the iceberg following damage. What I can do is potentially look to get an Ultima off next turn. Boomerang Basics. Nope. We will kill the Storm Chaser talent, thanks. And then, yeah, I'll crack the iceberg, see if I can hit a land. Because then I will happily Ultima. Oh, I don't even hit a land, right. That is a little bit awkward. Maybe no, I'm gonna bottom both of them and hope that I do actually draw. Yeah, wonderful. Play 2 life. Happy to get rid of the Soul Guide and all of my stuff because I feel like I can at least get a sort of fountain port, get some draws. I'll pass through. I mean, the Starcade is kind of nice as well. That would have been a good option, but I wanted to get rid of one of those monuments. There's another monument. Are they going to... What is it? The blue-red one? Let's make a fountain port token. Let's attack. Doesn't look like they've got any removal for it, so I mean it's pretty attritional. Pass. I'm gonna make another one. Do have to be careful though, because what I want to do is I do want to Aang's Iceberg the monument as well if they try and do something funky. Which they are not, so I'm going to try here. To get rid of the monuments, which means I've just got a little bit more of a... Ooh, Sanguine Evangelist here is really nice as well. Looking like I might have been able to come back from a very overwhelming game 1. Pass to attacks, my turn. Play the land. I'm going to attack in with everything, see what they want to do. Nothing. Okay, good game. Okay, definitely happy with that. I will take a win over Izzet Lessons any day of the week. I mean, that Ultima is... really nice. So I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy Draft recently, so I've got plenty of packs which gave me enough wild cards too. Oh, I didn't even show you the deck that I'm running with. That's a little bit rude of me. Let's click into it, have a little bit of a go. There's something going on at the moment where every single time I open I've got the little helper coming on and saying hi to me. So here, main board, we've got back to 4 copies of each of the Inspector and the Goblin. I did go down to 3, and it just wasn't, the turn ones just really didn't feel nice. This at least more often than not guarantees me a turn 1 play, which is sort of what I'm looking for. 4 get losts for removal, 4 Voice of Victories, just because I think it's fantastic against a lot of what's going on at the moment. Plus, it synergizes really well with the War Leaders and the Sanguine Evangelist. 2 Boros Charm, either direct damage, the double strike can be handy in a defensive situation, and stopping board wipes can be pretty handy. Doesn't deal with black, but like I don't think a lot deals with the Black Sun. 2 frontline rushes. I've found that actually just making the 2 tokens is really handy sometimes, and the pump plus X+X, especially with the Voice of Victory, Midnight Mayhem, can be a pretty solid win condition. 1 United Front. Don't want to run any more of them, because if I don't have the creatures on board, it does feel a little bit clunky. It's sort of a bit more of a finisher. If I can get to 6 and sort of go Midnight Mayhem into United Front with a War Leader's Call, it's a bunch of life gain and damage. 2 Iceberg, just a little bit more flexible removal. Evangelist, 2 of these. I mean, the Battle Cry, making a bunch of tokens, it's great. During Innocence, just the 2 of them, a little bit more card draw. And I found that actually trying to replace the Innocence hasn't worked for me, because either the card draw is not there, or I don't have the life-linking creature, something with a Caretaker's Talent. I prefer the Enduring Innocence to those. Back to 4 War Leaders Calls, just because that really is sort of the number 1 win condition of the deck with all this token creation. I've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big token creators, sort of what I'm after. 2 Legend of Rokus. I've gotten rid of the what's the white elk guy, for another Legend of Roku. I just think being able to dig deep and potentially have that game ending, 5 ending is more helpful. 3 of the Midnight Mayhems. 4 felt like I was drawing them far too much, and at 4 I sort of don't want to be drawing them too often. I sort of want it to be maybe a 1 a game, maybe a couple. Then we've got another Abandoned Air Temple which I crafted, another Founder Port which I crafted, the sort of Golgari eating a graveyard land doesn't seem like as much of a problem. I haven't seen a lot of Dimir mid-range, so I've actually gotten rid of the demolition fields. Here I've got replaced the rest in pieces with Soul Guide Lanterns. I think Soul Guide Lantern, just being a 1-drop, makes it a little bit nicer. Artifacts are harder to get rid of, and I can sacrifice it to draw a card if I desperately need. So here we go. Soul Guides. Really handy little card. 2 Doorkeeper's Thralls, moved down from the 3 of them, just because I felt that having 3 of them was limiting what other options I could have in the board. 2 High Noons to stop a lot of the the Izzet decks, really. Prevent them from playing in even the Jeskai control. It's actually quite nice against. Rezic and Needlehead, exactly the same. Drawing cards what they want to be doing. Player and Conqueror to stop some of the green and the artifact decks. I mean, the Doorkeeper's Thrall is primarily for artifacts at this point. Don't come out against them too often. Pinnacle Stark Age, gone back down to the 2 of them, just because I've got the 2 Ultimas, and that also deals with artifacts. I used to have running 3 Stark Age, and they were all 2 of them were main board. Felt that was just a little bit too over the top, and then the rest I've got 2 Surveil Lands because I don't want to be too slow, 1 Multiversal Passage just for the extra little bit of a fix. I've already got the 4 shocks in here, so I don't really want to be loading up too much on taking more damage, because I do go pretty balls to the wall, so definitely don't want to be sort of pinging myself all the time as an option. I have the 4 Vantages, the 4 Shocks, the 2 Venom Ports, 2 Air Temples, and then I run 3 of each basic, because I think the basics with the Air Temples are actually pretty important. Here, I'm convinced that I can get a fix, and I've got a, draw another land. I've got a Voice of Victory on 2, a Sanguine Evangelist on 3. I think that's pretty good. See what my opponent is on. RKG, the Jace. Okay, blue. We'll play the Abandoned Air Temple into Voice of Victory. I wonder if they're going to be mono-blue. Blue-white. Feel like either Jeskai, or maybe Azorius Control. Candy Trail. Ooh, okay. Could be artifacts then. That's a little bit spooky. We'll go Plains, and here I'm actually just going to get rid of the Authority of the Console straight away. Drop the Novice Inspector to play the Sanguine Evangelist next turn, but I'd rather them not gain all the life from my Voice of Victory attacking. Okay, yeah, really nice sideboard options against the artifact deck with the Clarion Conquerors and the Doorkeeper's Thrall, but not convinced that things are going fantastically at the moment. Here I could actually crack a clue searching for a red. I think just getting the Evangelist on board is going to be more helpful. They can sack the Candy Trail if they want to gain 3 and draw a card, but that's going to be the only thing that they can do. Bit unfortunate that I don't have a red. I mean, the double War Leaders and Midnight Mayhem is definitely where this game is heading towards being the win condition for. I'm gain 3 and draw a card, that's okay. Mobilize. Don't think this deck cares too much about the graveyards. I probably don't need to worry about the lanterns. Enduring Innocence, yeah, looks like it's going to be nice and tokeny. Oh, I'm going to try and make it bigger. Let's see a carrot cake on top. Oof. Right, need to be drawing here. See if I can hit a land. I do hit a land. That's delightful, because here I can actually attack without having to worry, because I've got the frontline rush. Alright, let's do some maths. They are taking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and gaining 3, so that's 7. We'll take them down to 9, and I can give a plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am going to actually just pump up the Voice of Victory so it doesn't die. They take 10, gain 3, go to 9. And unless they have a board wipe next turn, they are in a spot of bother. Even with a board wipe, I can set up a War Leader's Call for the turn after. Yep. Oh, Exile. That's kind of tasty. So here it's got a War Leader's Call that I can set up, and then a Midnight Mayhem next turn, hoping that they don't gain too much more life, because the Midnight Mayhem, I mean, it's 9. Oh, Authority of the Consoles. That's not what I want to see. If I draw a land, I'll War Leader's Call and look to get lost, but it looks like they've got Ultimate Burrow. Oof. Right. Cool. Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life, another War Leader's Call. And we'll pass the turn, probably get lost at the end of their turn on one of the authorities. I reckon at least Midnight Mayhem, get the bodies on board, and then Abandoned Air Temple them up. Caretaker's Talent, I think that's okay. Don't want them to be drawing an extra card though, so we'll get lost with Caretaker's Talent here. They do have a lot of these maps to spend. And the double authorities is really not that nice though. You didn't want to have them draw 2 extra cards with the Caretaker's Talent. Oh, to get lost. Right. Okie dokie. At least I can just Grease Wrench here. They'll gain 2 life. Yep. Could have get lost at the authorities first, but I'm not sure if that's going to be what my plan is going to be. Play the Parlour, get a Surveil, Fountain Port. I think I can do better than Fountain Port at this point in time. Another counter on the Grease Wrench. Ang's Iceberg, that is the sort of thing that I would love to keep. So I can Ang's Iceberg the Indestructible Authority and potentially have some good things going there. They're going to be getting a bunch more tokens. Do I want them gaining 2 life, or do I want the Enduring Innocence to hang about? That's the real question. I think I don't care as much about the life gain as I do about them drawing a bunch of cards from the Enduring Innocence. I think I can actually work through the life gain with the Abandoned Air Temple, but I can't really work through the Enduring Innocence drawing them cards all the time. I'll draw one there anyway, but at least they do have to sack the Carrot Cake. So they gain 6. I mean, if they attack, I can attack into them. Oh, it's a Day of Judgment. Right. I'll keep that on top for sure. And they might actually bin it at some point, because what have they got? Is there one more they're going to bin the day? Or is that their win con? No. Bin the day. Actually going to pass the turn here. If they want a Day of Judgment, I think that's fine. I mean, I say that's fine. I don't particularly like the idea, but what's that result? Oh, it's Caretaker's Talent. Oof. Yeah, let's go past the blocks. One blocker. Cast an Ang's Iceberg. Get rid of another one of their tokens. And I can sack it for a scry. So it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna, anyway, it's gonna resolve. They'll draw, pass, they'll trade. So whether or not they actually want to use the Day of Judgment, that's sort of the thing. Caretaker's Talent, they'll make a copy of their fish, draw another card. Cool, I'm gonna activate the Ang's Iceberg to see what I've got as an answer. War Leader's Call is kinda nice. It cuts down their authority by half. We could have actually... Oh, another Day of Judgment. That's not what we like to see. Could have probably actually kept the Fountain Port just to actually have a few creatures. I mean, I know they come untapped. Sort of the problem. Oh, another Caretaker's Talent. That's rough. I don't think they are going to be wrathing anytime soon. Draw 2 cards. They're probably going to make one of them. No. What are they doing here? That depends what I draw as well. I don't think I've got... Yeah, I don't have many options for what I can draw. Boros Charm. Actually, I'm gonna... Ooh, connection lost. That's not what we like to see. Because I want to keep that on top, and I'm going to actually hold the Midnight Mayhem so I can potentially make it through one of their rafts. Maybe. We'll see if we can get back into the game first. Play. Are we going to get straight back into the game? Fingers crossed. Yep, straight back into it. No, actually, we're gonna cast this now. See if we can blow their load with a Day of Judgment a little bit earlier. I'll gain 3 life. But I think they just win next turn anyway with the double Caretakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm going to do +4/+4, 5, 10. That's enough. But I will hold on just to see if they flub things, which they may well do. And see if they can figure out that they have lethal on board. Because if they... Oh, they're going to create a token. Draw cards. I can kill the War Leader's Call. End of turn as well. Yep, they're going to double the Caretakers. They figured it out. Not difficult to figure that out, but let's see. What do we want here? We want... They do have enough artifacts, I suppose, that I could... Clarion Callers, Starcage, Ultima, definitely the Needleheads. I don't care about the Graveyard at all, do they? Oh, they've got the Season of the Burrow. That brings something back. Maybe a single one. And Doorkeeper's Thrall. Yeah, definitely with their, yeah, High Noon. Yeah, actually, let's just go full out with a lot of the sideboarding here. Get rid of 1 Call, 1 Mayhem, 1 Endurance, 1 Evangelist. Honestly, could look at getting rid of the Ang's Icebergs here. Don't think the Boros Charms actually... Oh no, I saw the Wraths. These 2 I'll get rid of. 6 more cards. I need 1 Ang's Iceberg, 1 Voice, 1 of each of my 1 drops. Do I need the soul guide? I don't need the soul guide. That's hedging my bets a little bit too much. And maybe either one more War Leaders or the Legend of Roku. I think I would rather get rid of the War Leaders, or not get rid of the War Leaders. Let's see, we'll go play first. Little bit of a risky keep, but it's going to be a keep that I am going to risk because I think I might just drop the High Noon super early, try and get some authority. Okay, mountain, raise a needlehead then instead. Hopefully keep a little bit of their life gain from going super out of this world. Okay, let's just go High Noon, attack them for 2. Since they can only single spell, that sort of makes me hope that I can just stabilize enough. Oh, Mountain, that's a good card to draw. Attack with the Needlehead. And we'll go Voice of Victory, because next turn I kind of want a War Leader's Call and be able to attack in for a whole bunch. I don't think it's going to matter as much. What are they going to do here? Oh, they're going to Stark Age. Nice. Planes. Do we War Leaders or do we Clarion Conqueror? We're going to War Leaders here. We've got to go for a little bit more of the aggressive. Stark Age was a little bit of a sad one. Oh, another Enduring Innocence. That is not what we like to see. Only problem with Ultima here with the Stark Age is that it doesn't actually... I think what will I do here? Grease Wrench? No, we will have Evangelist still. Get the 2 bodies on board. Will be, yeah, I mean, life neutral. I've got the 2 Enduring Innocences, which is kind of rough. Yeah, I'm not going to get my creatures back if I blow up the Pinnacle Barrage of Ultima. Whereas with the Ang's Iceberg, I will. Ooh, they're going to give me a couple of cards. That's kind of nice. In this case, when they've got 2 Enduring Innocences and a token, I think the the Ultima might not actually be a bad shout. So Abandon the Air Temple. It's going to attack. I think it's a trade that I'm willing to take. If they want to block the Evangelist, I think that's fine as well. I mean, it's going to die anyway. At least it's 50 yard. And they're going to gain a life, but I'm going to Ultima. If the Enduring Innocence don't come back. Oh no, these do come back. Interesting. I did not think that was how that interacted, but goes to show what I know. Razor can Needlehead. Oh, they're going to exile everything. That's kind of tasty. Here we'll go Get Lost on the Authority. Clarion Conqueror. I know it's a bit of a nombo with the Grease Wrench Goblin, but they're not going to get any use out of the maps. I've got 5 damage on the ball, which I can pump to 7. And here they've got to waste sort of more board wipes if they want to get rid of things. The Grease Wrench isn't doing anything unless they kill the Conqueror. Or they're blowing up the temple. Well, that's all right by me. Let's grab the planes. Oh no, sorry. Actually, I must have cut another basic 4. the abandoned air temple, but I think that is also fine. Kill the conqueror, cool. Means I can make my 3/3 goblin a little bit bigger, potentially draw into a land to discard. Oh, Seamrip. I'm gonna Seamrip the goblin. Goodness me, they are on their control grind, aren't they? Candy Trail, Scry, find something good. I hope they find something good for them. Actually, let's voice of victory here. Then a grease wrench. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go one onto the grease wrench, hope it's not a land. Forest Charm's actually kind of nice, and we'll keep one on the voice as well. Up them both up a little bit here. Forest Charm could end up helping a little bit, depending if they've got wraths. If they've got a wrath in hand, it's not going to do much. And if they do want to blow up the Sunbillow Verge, they could potentially get rid of the charm from the top of the library. Seasoning. Give me the Boros Charm, bring me back the Enduring Innocence. Oh, actually that's kind of tasty with the Doorkeeper Thrall in hand now. I'm just going to pass turn. One colourless and a blue. Caretaker's Talent. Yep. Let that one resolve. Then if they try and make a token or another Caretaker's Talent. Interesting. Since they've spent all their mana here now, that's why I'm Doorkeeper's Thralling. Means they're not going to be drawing cards. They can attack with the Innocence if they want and gain 2, but they'd probably rather keep it back as a blocker for the Grease Wrench. I'm just going to attack with the Doorkeeper's Thrall. I'm not going to play the Foundry because I've got enough lands and I sort of want to discard it to the Goblin, but I want to be able to do the double with it. And if they want to exile a bunch of things, they'll be exiling their own Innocence too. Wonderful. I'll give all my things indestructible here. Have they got another one? Okay, so they're using 2 Get Lost. That feels kind of okay, honestly. They're going to be drawing 2 cards, which doesn't feel as good. But the fact that they've got 36 in deck, that they wasted 2 bits of removal just on getting rid of that, that feels nice. So you've got 3 Get Losts gone. Not sure if they've got more than one of the Beyond the Quiet or the Season of the Burrow. Hoping that they don't is the way to go here. And there's going to be looking to gain as much life as humanly possible with all these tokens. Found and Port. Don't like to see that. It's the sort of land that helps to stabilize even more. Carrot Cake. That's just going to help a whole bunch. Oh, this one just no. Past the blocks. It's going to block. Me as well. They're going to gain life regardless. My turn. We'll get lost here. It's actually kind of nice. We've got a Grease Wrench. I can get into another land. That would be perfect. Therefore, we will activate the Grease Wrench, discard 2 cards, draw, play this Fountain Court, and attack for 4. End turn. We're going to cast the Carrot Cake. I'm probably going to get lost one of the Caretaker's talents, I think. Now looking a little bit scary. They're going to be drawing into plenty. I'll float a mana because I may as well. If it look like I'm doing something, I will search for a land. Oh no, yeah, I do have 3 of each. What I want, I'll grab another plains. It's slightly whiter heavy than I am red. Not that it matters too much, I don't think. The other option I have here is to get rid of the Seam Rip. I'm just going to map token first. Let's see. Oh, drawing another Enduring Innocence. That is rough. Maybe they wait. Oh no, they could actually pop the Candy Trail, draw it and play it. I don't really want to take 5 here, so I am actually just going to get lost the Seam Rip ahead of the talents. Because taking 5 does not seem like I really want to do. They'll be drawing cards anyway. Can go Enduring Innocence Carrot Cake here maybe. And I'll block. That takes me to 7, and that's really like next turn they pump up both the Caretaker's talents after playing a Carrot Cake. That's sort of their okay, there's cracking of maps. It's not the way that I would play it, but I suppose that's why they are giving me a good hiding. Midnight Mayhem kinda helps-ish. Let's see what's on top. That's a Cavern of Souls. I suppose I'll name Human here. Go, yeah, Midnight Mayhem, gain a little bit of life back. Not that it makes much of a difference. I'm going to go gain 2 and attack with the Goblin. That's going to block with a Fountain Port token. Draw 3 cards, one of which is a Day of Judgment. I go to 20, I go to 14. Here I can chump the Enduring Innocence, but I imagine they're going to blow everything up first. Or are they going to sack? Yep, Day of Judgment. Still got 6/5, and I'll play the second Enduring Innocence. Oh no! I wonder if they think that I've got something, actually holding something in hand. It feels like. Okay, oh, another Midnight Mayhem. Probably just got another. Okay, let's have this in tapped. I'll attack with 1 of the tokens, just because it gains me a life. Can't block, and that means that even if they do somehow make the Enduring Innocence able to do something, here, Candy Trail, no. End of turn Candy Trail. Oh no, because I've got the Sunken Citadel. I'm going to draw 4 cards. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I'm just not. Don't think I'm able to hold on quite as long as I would want to. Authority. Oh, they're going to kill one of the tokens. They're going to kill the other one of the tokens as well. Now they're just going to make 2 tokens bigger by 2. I'm going to take at least 7, block the Enduring Innocence, got a 2, and feel like I'm running out of options. I think, Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well and truly put through the ringer on that one. But today's play has been successful. I know you didn't see me hit diamonds in a video, but it happened. I'm there, back again, and we will continue on in the future with some more ranked. I think I was a little bit, you know, sick of playing in ranked just because it felt like it was going nowhere, and I was having so much fun. Like some fantastic draft formats at the moment. And the Avatar one's fantastic. LCI was good enough. I don't think it was phenomenal, but it was enjoyable enough to have a good play around with. And then this Final Fantasy has just been, yeah, absolutely superb. Loving it. Super excellent. We'll hope to play more before it rotates back out again. But that does it for today. If you liked, like. If you want to leave a comment. I think I did at least win one game here, which shows that, look, we can potentially, you know, do it with, I say the best of them, but the best of what Arena has to offer, which is maybe not the best of them by any stretch, but good fun nonetheless. And I've been Transformer MTG, as always. I'll see you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.